All right, what is going on, guys? We are back at Cody's, and there's been a lot more progress on Cody's car, and I think we're getting pretty close. We got a dyno appointment set on this, and it's kind of crunch time to get that together. So we got my car here. We actually just got a package in from Lethal. We got our ID 1700 injectors. So these are going to go in my GT500. I am waiting on a tensioner to come in for this. So we're kind of on a standstill for that for a little bit. Might be doing an ice tank as well, so that's kind of the update there. Thanks to Lethal Performance, if you use Mustang Lifestyle at checkout there on some different things, it gives you a discount. And then that will be going to a more of a discount during their Black Friday sale. All right, so I actually filmed the beginning clips of this video prior to dynoing Cody's car. If you missed that video, go check it out. His car made like 1080 wheel horsepower. We got a lot more to do with that car, and I actually had Cody, he filmed a few more clips. I'm actually out of state right now, but I wanted to give you guys an update on the GT500 because it has really gone from simple rod and piston build to pretty much doing everything on it. So obviously we got the ID 1700s from Lethal. I wanted to give you guys a quick little announcement. I'm kind of late on this, but Lethal is doing a cool gift card thing. They're going to give away these golden tickets, and there's prizes for it. So Lethal is giving away a bunch of gift cards. 3 $100 gift cards, 1 $500 gift card, and 1 $5,000 gift card to their website. If you receive one of these, then that means you won. This one's just a prop. I didn't actually win, but they're doing some pretty cool stuff. Go check out Lethal Performance right now. If you want a gift card to buy for someone else, you also get entered to win an even bigger gift card. Every $10 you spend on a gift card gets you an entry to it. This is not sponsored, but Jared and all the guys over there at Lethal have taken care of me really well and really helped me out with a lot of the different things that we've done on the build. So I want to give them a quick shout out. I'll have all the info down in the description. This ends Friday, so get on it, and I'm putting this video out right now. So anyways, in terms of the other GT500, although I want to show you, I'm actually in a really cool shop up here in Rhode Island. That is a 5.4 swapped SN95. Pretty cool Fox body with a Powerdyne supercharger. There's a bunch of cool stuff here. Maybe I'll film a walkthrough of this place. But the GT500, we are now working with Keltrack. So we have a new set of shocks coming in from Keltrack, custom valve shocks. I realized that with this GT500 being so heavy in a stick shift car, we're gonna need some really good suspension. So we got shocks coming in. We're also gonna be doing a custom set of coilover fronts. All this stuff costs a lot of money, and it's kind of making me go a little crazy with the whole build. We also have an ice tank, thanks to Jason Textera 1320 Junkie. We got it set up on a P&R ice tank. Really cool setup. We're gonna be installing that with Cody. So we just have a lot of crazy parts. Now the video Cody just shot is in portrait, but guys, bear through it. It does show you guys a little bit of the updates of what I'm talking about. We just got so much stuff coming for the GT500, and it's really gone from just rods and piston build to just, let's just do everything. Let's build the engine, build the trans, build the rear end, the baddest suspension, and we got pretty much the baddest parts available for this thing. So that is the plan, and hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we're gonna cut over to Cody's clip of checking out the cars and talking about them. One more quick announcement. I have a bunch of parts that I'm going to be selling. I have another set of ID 1300s. I'm going to be selling L&M NSR cams, VMP 163R throttle body. I have a McLeod RXT 26 spline. I got a lot of parts, so let me know if you're looking for any of those things. They're all brand new. They're coming in. Molnar power added rods, diamond pistons. I have a bunch of stuff coming in that is all going to be for sale, so let me know if you're interested in any of those things. Probably the L&M cams and the throttle bodies are going to go quick, so definitely message me ASAP, and it's going to be less than new, but more than a used price. So let me know if you want one of those things for a deal, and yeah, let's cut over to Cody.
What's up, everybody? Here to do a little update video for both the GT500s, Andrew's personal GT500 and my GT500 right here. Where both of them are at, and you know what the current plan is. Andrew's up currently in Rhode Island until December 1st or December 2nd, so somewhere around there. I forget the exact day he's coming back in town, but once he's back, we're starting to get the cars back down to the track again. So once he's back, he's just doing a little vacation right now and getting some parts shipped here, and then in the meantime, I'm getting some stuff installed on it and getting the car where it needs to be. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around, do a little walkthrough on some of the parts we have and what the plan is for his personal car, and then I'll dive into this one next. But
all right, so there we have Andrew's car. Like I said, the fuel, I mean, it's pretty much in a similar state to where it was when we made the last update video. We have more parts here and some showing up, so we're gonna do a little walkthrough on where we have it. So Like I said, the fuel system's out of the car still. We have the fuel hat sitting over here in some of the lines and everything. And we have pretty much a solid determination that the base pressure issue that we experienced at the track was because the crossover line from this side of tank, which is like a factory crossover line that goes into the hat, which is a bleed port, right? Or essentially just port right here, snaps on. That was popped off. So essentially just lets all this pumps flow just back down into the tank, which is not ideal. So we have that issue resolved. We pretty much have a determination on why the base pressure was dropped. We also looks like I want to make sure and check to make sure the vacuum lines are right and that the regulators actually boost reference, because I don't know if some of the vacuum line, maybe the vacuum line had a little tiny pinhole in it or whatnot, but we're gonna go ahead and redo all the entire vacuum lines with brand new stuff front to back. As far as this, we also have ID 1700s. These are from Lethal Performance. We're getting rid of the 1300s that were in it, just to have more headroom on the actual injector itself. As far as anything else that's going up here, looks like we're going to be doing a new tensioner. Obviously, we tried to do a custom 20 GT500 tensioner from. It just didn't work. I mean, because the 20 GT500s, the spacing's a little bit different and whatnot. So that's why it's experiencing straightened belts, because the spacing is different from the timing cover where it's spaced out on the actual timing cover itself. So it lets the belt pretty much eat itself against the tensioner, which is not ideal. So as far as that, pretty much to the front of the car, that's what we had going on. We have looks like Andrew's having an ice tank shipped here currently from P&R. I'll go over it more when it gets here, but like the actual pump itself, what we're doing, and how I'll set it up and everything. But it's a pretty badass combo that he has on the way. So it's essentially what's in this car, in my car personally, but I have a different set, like line size and a little bit more of aggressive combo. So because it's obviously running through the car, whereas this is going to go underneath the car and be very street car-ish. So as far as that, we have that, and then we have a CM Components rear seat delete. Jason Lopez over there, he makes some really, really nice pieces. Back seat deletes for S197s, SN95s, S197s, and S550s. So we'll go ahead and clean everything up back there. And obviously, this car's not going to get a back seat. There's just no need for it right now. I mean, it's, Andrew uses this car as his track car. So still a very, very, very full weight street car. Speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and get both these cars on a scale very soon. Obviously, I'm very interested in what my car weighs. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just buy a set of scales. They're about $1,000, but I need a set just to weight balance this car. And, when I have friends' cars, or, if I set up a car, build a car, I want to know, for somebody, I want to know, just weight balancing a car and setting everything up the way I want to set it up, specifically mine too right now. So I'm really interested to see what this car is going to weigh in at, with no driver in it, see what this car is going to weigh out and no driver in it. I have a solid idea. I'm not going to claim anything until I know 100%, but I have a very solid idea where this car is at. And Andrew's car should, with, the way it sits right now, I'm going to guess this car weighs probably 3,750, 3,800 pounds, no driver in it. So it's a very heavy car. Still, obviously, there's still a decent amount, stock brakes, pretty much stock suspension, like stock weighted suspension underneath of it. I mean, still got a BMR stuff and BMR K member, but still a stock radiator support and stuff like that. So, all the coolers, diff cooler, oil cooler, heat exchanger. So it's got a decent amount of fluid in the car, which, that adds up very quick. As far as this car, my car doesn't have any of that. Doesn't have a heat exchanger, doesn't have any diff cooler, doesn't have an oil cooler, doesn't need any of that stuff. It's, it's essentially just a, straight line quarter mile car. So I have a very solid idea that this car should be somewhere in the low 30s. I don't want to say exactly and pinpoint it until I know 100%, but it's pretty much ready. This car, I mean, like I said, we made 1100 with it on Palm Beach at Dyno like last week. That's about a week ago now. It's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to be doing a testing event in the coming days here, just to shake down the car out the track. Literally just go A to B and, get a feel for where we're at with it. Interior's back in the car, and there's a few little things. I got a custom overflow tank. I don't even like this being in here right now for the video, but I got a custom overflow tank that we're going to put the overflow tank down here in the core sport. So obviously everything's clean in the bay. To have this just here, it's not ideal for me. So we're going to go ahead and check over that and get this one squared away. And then, like I said, once Andrew's pieces gets here, which they're on the way, and I have the injectors here. So once we get all the little pieces sourced here, we can go ahead and get this one back together and start doing some street logging with it. We're going to do some street logging with Palm Beach Dyno to really get, I mean, we haven't had any time, so you know, the car literally got loaded up after the dyno went straight to the track. And if you're familiar with a mono blade and the intake that's on it, especially let alone the cam size that's in this car, it's a very aggressive combo. So we just want to do some, like, you know, tipping, like some leaving a stoplight, just straight drivability stuff, you know, and that takes time, which time is something we haven't had with this one. So once that stuff's here, we can, you know, really just dive into it all over. Fix every little thing, and it's there as far as drivability, which we're already fixing the little issues now. It's gonna be a bad for sure. So interested to see where it's gonna end up. It just takes time. So next things up is scale both these cars. I don't know, probably just leave in the comments below what you think this car weighs, because I'm interested to see what's gonna weigh myself. So